Welcome to Climbing Out the Podcast. I am Erica Alston Buck, your host with my beautiful co-host, Tina DeVoe. And my hope is that you are not trying to catch up because we will lose your ass this week.
There's a lot going on this week.
For the past 2 weeks, we have been talking about red flags and toxic behaviors. Mm-hmm. And they have both manifested themselves in our past week. So each week we give you an opportunity to eavesdrop on a conversation between two good girlfriends, talking about what good girlfriends talk about. And it is date 'em all, sis. We are simply doing what men have always done without being called hoes. We've come to the understanding that because we know what we're looking for, sometimes we get a piece of it here and a piece of it there and a piece of it over there, but we have yet to find the man that encompasses everything that we're looking for. So we're just going to keep dating them all, sis. And this week we're going to talk about commitment and communication.
Wait a minute, because for those who are just joining, let me just say this. These are two good girlfriends who are on two far ends of the spectrum in terms of how we date, but we are coming to the same conclusion. So apparently it doesn't matter if you go my way or her way, the pot seems to still be kicking out the same thing. So Erica, I think that we should pick up where we left off with you, because that's what they're going to remember the most from last week. So you had an appointment scheduled.
The appointment.
And that's how we left off of last week's call. So how did your appointment go?
Okay, so let's talk about hello, Georgette granddaughter. I'm so glad you are here. I think this is probably your first time watching us live. She typically gets the replay, but I'm so glad that you're here with us tonight. So I had an appointment, and let's define the appointment. Hey, LaShawn Holmes, that LaShawn is LaShawn.
We're getting caught up, girl.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the appointment. And for those of you who don't understand appointments, when you are single, as I am, every single woman should have a dick behind the glass to break in case of emergencies. So a couple of weeks ago, I said, hey, I found my person. I'm off the market. And that shit lasted a whole week because Tina came in town and took me. See, get yourself some new friends. Like my friend Tina came in town. I was off the market. I'm behaving myself.
No, tell the truth. I came in town and did what grown single women do. We go out and we mind our business.
Right.
We have a good time. We don't have to check in with anybody. There aren't any rules to how late we can stay out. We grown.
I love you too, Anita Rogers.
I came in town and brought the joy to you.
So we are single, and we've been single for quite some time, and we're doing this. So I'm off the market for a whole week, people. Tina comes to town. I go out with Tina. Tina DeVoe, my co-host.
That like this is
I've not seen Tina since July of last year when I visited Charlotte. Tina is here in Baltimore. We go out. We have a grand time. We go to a comedy club. Nice, innocent, like a comedy club, right? After the comedy club, we decide, you know what, the night's still early. Let's go to a nightclub. Because the nightclub is attached to the comedy club. It is not like we got some car service, right? We didn't jump in an Uber. We walked out the door into another door, and we were inside a club. And the person that I decided that I am off the market for is livid.
Ooh.
I mean, good right?
Mm.
Because he doesn't date women that go to clubs.
Mm.
And anyone who's following me and knows me knows that for a few years I worked for 92Q. Part of my paycheck was attached to going to the club, and I've not been to the club since. I left 92Q in 2015 and have not been in the club since. But my good girlfriend is in town, and we go to the comedy club. We go to the nightclub, and yeah, he wasn't happy with me. It's been 7 whole days that I'm in a committed monogamous relationship.
See, that's the bullshit you should have told him first. The part of the reason is you jumped in too fast. You was all in.
I was so convinced that hey, Catrice, I was so convinced that I found my person. Because
Nope.
if you are watching this podcast, if you have been tuned in with us, you know that we all of us collectively, you, me, Tina, everyone watching, everyone listening, we all determined that I needed to be in a relationship with someone just like me.
This is true.
Right? And we decided that's been my struggle. That I meet these corporate guys, and then there's the hood guys, but there's nothing in the middle. So we find this guy, and we're super excited about him. Super excited. Okay. Yes. I'm not going to see anyone else. And I picked up this damn phone, and I text.
And you started letting them know. I'm off
Don't
the
call
market.
me no more. Don't text me no more. I'm off the market.
Off the market.
I told one person that.
No, Catrice said they are not together no more. Y'all not together no more. No. Listen to the
Lord, right?
Lord. It's
So
over.
I take my good phone. There's all of these single men in it, and I text one, and I said, don't call me anymore, And for the record, I need to say that I only text one. Look, I've been doing this.
The others are trained, so they don't text regularly. They text
Right.
when they're in town, and
So all the my messages look like, "What's up, stranger? Hey, stranger," right? Because I'm not responding. I tell one, look, oh, what did I miss? You're back off the market.
No. She's back off the market. She's definitely back on the market. She's
Single in the motherfucker. What'd you say, Tina? Back like I never left.
We was off 1 week.
I was off the market for a week. So I'm off the market with someone who's got a problem with women that go to nightclubs. Okay. So, but we had an appointment. We're going to get back to this appointment. So he decides, I'm not who he wants to be committed to. He's still my motherfucking heart. I've been dumped by better.
I know. Cry now, cry later. My God. Okay.
So no appointment. So was the appointment good though? This is why Tina started here.
Kipper. You asked the right question, baby. Listen to this.
Baby.
Go best friend, tell her.
Because I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
Wait. Before you tell that part, what did you do before? You took him.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, because we don't want to cheapen this experience, right? Because we were just in a committed relationship for 7 whole days.
And I had a word from you. 7 whole nights. So
I say, let me take you to dinner, baby.
That was nice.
Let's go to dinner. And we need to say that he picked Bygone and Bar One, the 2 most expensive restaurants in Baltimore. Okay.
They left 6 p.m. to meet me at the bar. Right.
Yeah, which one, boo?
Right.
I handles mine. However, it's a Monday, and I typically go to work on Monday in some leggings, some sneakers, and a hoodie. And I don't want to start my Monday dressed for bygone at 6 o'clock. So I say, I set the reservation and sent him the link. Let's go. It's bygone. You want a $400 dinner, baby, for this appointment? Let's do it. Right? So I set the reservation for bygone. I send you the link. We're good, 6 p.m. And we have some conversation after that. And then we decide, it's Monday. That's not how I start my week. I would much rather go to a more casual place. But if you want bygone, the reservation's already set. We good. And he says, we can go somewhere less formal. And I picked 7 West. 7 West is still a $200 meal, but I want my sneakers, right? So we go to 7 West, and the dinner is $230, right? 50 of which are my drinks. I have, and this is important. Follow me, people.
I was about to say, slow down on this part of the story. This is important.
Follow me. I had 2 margaritas with 1942. Right? Don Julio 1942. There is not a better margarita on this planet, right? So I get 2. I drink one, have meal, drink the other. Then we have lemon drop shots together. Okay. This is a good Monday.
This is a good Monday night, yeah.
$200 meal, 1942 margaritas, lemon drop. He has his old fashioned. We good. Now it's time for the appointment.
Oh Lord. This when it starts falling apart.
And we go back to his place. I said 2 margaritas.
And the lemon drop.
And lemon drop.
1942, not 82, 42.
And I don't know who you are after some good cocktails.
I'm about to lay down. I'm about to lay down and get a little rest. That's what I'm gonna do.
So we get there, and it's appointment time.
He's not even gonna text you anymore. Can't wait till you get it out. I'm so excited. Ooh, no.
Look. Oh Lord, you drop. No, I'm good. Yeah, thirsty. I got bold and courageous. What?
She feel like I can do anything.
Whatever you want, I got.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So although it originally started as my appointment, it ended up being his appointment. And from my recollection,
wait, is that the direction we go first? Okay, go ahead.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. The evening happens. The appointment is fulfilled.
Yeah.
Whew.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
And I stay.
Morning.
Before we left the restaurant, I said to him, keep it down in the morning. Because I have no intention on showing up at my office before 11. So I'm going to be waking up around 10 o'clock at your house. Can you keep it down so I can sleep? Because
you ain't got to get up.
2 margaritas and a lemon drop. I'm going to rest in the morning.
I'm going to rest, right. Rest and recover.
Rest and recover after this appointment. Now it's morning. And I wake up to, I laid that ass out. to, you was slayed. I wake up to, I looked over at you and you was knocked out. So people following us understand that these are the things that this man is saying to me.
Mm-hmm.
He tore it up. He
broke
beat,
it down.
beat the
Broke the
brakes
wall
off
out.
his ass.
Broke the wall out. That's what he said.
And he kept going on and on and on. And while he's saying all of these things, I am straight faced. Because surely we were having two different experiences, sir. You did what? He said he killed it.
You talking about last night? Maybe I got the days mixed up.
He killed it. When I looked over at you, this him. I looked over at you and you was out. Yeah, Don Julio did that. 1942.
And you had
because my recollection is that you lay flat on your back.
Now the night you did all the work, and he still want to take credit.
You laid flat on your back, and I did all the work.
1942 did it, not you.
Wait a minute. So he's going on and on and on about how he killed it. And I'm taking it. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is telling me how he slayed, beat the brakes off this ass.
That's what he said.
Knocked me out.
All the way out. Laid you down. That's what he said. Yep, you must have slept through all of that. You slept through it. That's
How about the more? Wait a minute. So I need to say to you, like, while he's saying all of this, I am confused.
And slightly insulted because you're an adult.
Not slightly, very insulted and offended. Of course he would say that because it was his appointment from the beginning to end. So it was kind of weird for me because he just kept going on and on and on and on and on about all the shit that he did to me, and I'm almost angry because now you're just lying. So I say to him, "What are we, 16?" Because one, let's back up a little bit. Like why I was so offended. Because this appointment, a part of the appointment was like I really did miss him, right?
Because you really liked him.
Yeah, I really liked him, and we had a whole week off because he had other engagements. I had not seen him in a week. We had the whole club incident. We had my disappearing act on Friday. So we had gone through some stuff on the week before, and so I was excited about the appointment. And I need to say, from a grown woman place, that the appointment wasn't just physical for me because I really did like him. So to wake up to all of this bullshit,
the ego,
it was strange to me. So I didn't say anything. I took my shower. I got dressed, and now I'm coming out to his office area because he's working, and my bags are packed. I'm ready to go to work. And I'm there to say goodbye because I'm going on with my day. And then he starts in again. He starts in again with all the shit that he did to me.
Like at this point, sir, enough already. Knock it off. Just knock it off. Stop. Just stop.
Stop. Why are we? I don't feel like I had any such conversation.
But when you were in the bedroom and I wasn't responding, that should have given you a sign. Now I have showered, gotten dressed, you've gotten into work. I got my bags. I mean, this is a good 30, 40 minutes later, and
And
you're
you
still.
still animated with the lies. It was strange. And
Yeah,
that's what I said to him. What are we, 16? And he still laughed, and it was really weird to me. So anyway, that happened. And okay. So
okay.
he had
So let's say, is that your last dick appointment with him?
with him, yeah, I had a dick appointment yesterday with somebody else.
Okay, let me fast forward to my story because first of all, I'm supposed to be a little bit in the loop on some things, and apparently we haven't spoken in 2 days, so I'm a little out of the.
No, I spoke to you yesterday, but didn't speak to you last night.
Right, I was about to say. I haven't talked to you last night.
You know he's
So
listening. Look, Georgette's daughter, granddaughter.
he was on here last week. He's listening.
Okay,
This is the but
that's okay. We grown.
but not only are we grown, we're also respectful. Like we would never say
Absolutely respectful.
anything, or call anything out. Like we're just sharing our experience, and we're sharing our story because we know you guys are having the same experience. Like this dating thing isn't exclusive to Eric and I. We're just telling y'all the bullshit that we go through. So, Erica's friend
Mr.
introduced
Dale, Mr.
introduces
Mr. Pipe laying Dragon Slayer.
the Dragon Slayer. Said, "Oh, I got somebody for her. They gonna hit it off." So I'm like, "All right, Erica, run the play, set it up. Let's, what we're gonna do." I
That's
come
okay.
in town. This is the same weekend that I came to see Erica because he lives in that city. I come in town, and I had decided to stay an extra day because he had commitments, so I didn't come early. So, I'm thinking, okay, eventually we'll work it out, I'm not gonna nail you down on the time. Like if I have details 24 hours ahead of time, I'm good. So if you say, hey, let's go to dinner Friday, and you text me Thursday morning, I'm fine with that. I don't need to know Monday, Tuesday. I don't need to know all week, right? So
Yep.
I'm like, okay, fine. So Eric and I meet at the Comedy Factory where she's the first of my guests to arrive. And she comes in excited about the double date. And I'm like, oh, well, when is that happening? And she's like, you don't have any information? No. I haven't heard from him since the day before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I didn't, I didn't hear anything. So obviously I leave, I go home. I text because just me being courteous, like, hey, just checking on you, because I hadn't heard from you. I hope that everything is okay, right? Because life happens, right? He texts me the next day.
Well, you need to like before you even got here. Like you guys had 2-hour conversations. You
Lengthy
guys
time.
shared.
Every conversation was like a 2-hour conversation. He's highly intelligent, which I love. If you want to turn me on and get me in a web, be real smart because I love mental stimulation. Like I take that over a car.
That
I
several
need
times.
Yes, I need all of that. And so it was like, we didn't get that deep, but it was like, oh wow, this is like somebody you could talk to about everything. We had talked about a lot of stuff. So it was going good. We had talked on the phone on my way there, right? Which was and then I was attending a funeral. So he texted and said,
Because
praying
Saturday
for
was
you and
funeral
the
day for
family,
most of us.
praying for you and the family. Da, da. I was like, thank you, I appreciate it. Blah, blah, blah. I hit him. Now, granted, I was with Erica till 2 in the morning. However,
Harlot.
before I went to sleep, I texted and said, hey, not sure if we have any plans for, tomorrow. Erica was mentioning that, blah, blah, blah. If not, I'm out. Didn't hear anything. So, I move on with the day. I'm gone. I don't hear from him until the next day.
Next day.
The next day after I made it back to Charlotte.
All weekend.
Yep. He said the kids warm out. Now, this is the key of communication. We'll
So that's
get
what
back.
we're talking about tonight. Commitment and communication.
we'll get back to commitment, but this is my deal with communication. I am a great communicator. I am the girlfriend you don't have to try to find or look for. I believe in accountability. Not like I'm checking in. I
Mhm.
don't do that. And if
Right.
I get busy, I need you to understand. But for the most part, I'm going to communicate my day.
Yep.
This is because we're talking throughout the day. So I'm not necessarily checking in, but you're aware of, what I'm doing. I'm going to take about 18 yoga classes a week. So, okay, Wednesday night, this time, this is what I'm a great communicator because this was a new guy that I've never met in person, just literally was on the phone. Wouldn't it have made sense to just text and say, "Hey, I know you're in town and I was trying to do X, Y, and Z, but something came up.
Yep.
My apologies. Let's see if we can reschedule. Would love to definitely meet up in person."
So if you are following and you don't understand,
Mhm.
Mr. Seven Whole Days introduced Tina to one of his friends.
Mhm.
They've spoken on the phone several times for hours.
Mhm.
They've been engaged in communication, and it's mutual interest has been communicated.
Initial interest, yes. Mhm.
So the plan was Tina gets in town, meets up with him. The four of us do something. I call Tina right before she gets here. Hey, do we have any concrete plans? And dude hasn't made anything
Well,
concrete.
remember, I did tell you 5:30. He
Okay.
did say anytime after 5:30 because that's when he
Right.
was done with his other
And the bigger thing is Tina was planning because they hit it off on phone and conversation. She said that she could come in town early. He said, well, early doesn't work for him. Maybe you can stay a day late instead and we'll get together, whatever.
No
So
problem.
this is the plan. So
Mhm.
now we're out. He didn't do anything concrete. She calls him after we go out and says, hey, and she doesn't hear from him until she gets back to Charlotte. So Tina's been in town all weekend.
Mhm.
Nothing. Gets to Charlotte, and the only thing he says is, the kids wore me out this weekend.
Not my bad. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I meant to. Kids warm up. Now, communication is important, and we're going to get to younger because I have a second story to share with you.
Yes, indeed. I'm waiting for that one. Y'all waiting for that
Mhm.
one too. Okay.
Mhm. Because I've never done younger, but I
Okay.
we're gonna get there. I'm big on communication, so but I'm also busy, right? So I'm not the girl that's gonna be tracking you down. I ain't never sitting around worried about a nigga cheat. Like none of that shit don't cross my mind. Nothing ever. Like if you cheat, I'm gonna just find out it's gonna be over. But I'm not absolutely should touch you. That's what I said. So sometimes I thank you, Donnie, because sometimes I be thinking I'm crazy. Like I'll call Erica like, okay, am I doing
Well,
the most like this? And I'm like, no. So I like communication. Quality time is my love language. Time, talking, learning, like I'd rather do that over anything. Like that's gonna always get my attention.
yep.
The the problem that I had with that particular one was you didn't acknowledge the fact that I was making a concession to accommodate you, which I didn't have to do, right?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
But I was willing to because it was a great conversation. But you didn't appreciate enough to even acknowledge, like, oh my God, I know you were going to stay another day. Listen, don't stay because I got your child could have gotten sick. Like a million things could happen.
Yep. Nothing. Communicated nothing. Nothing.
And so, okay, for all the listeners, y'all can tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm the girl who sees all the red flags. Erica thinks they're
Not
just
me.
she
Not me.
thinks the two bunnies running across the screen to entertain her.
Yeah,
You,
I love red flags. I've got shoes to match them.
I'm out.
Not me. Sign me up. Pick me. Pick
Yes.
me.
Like, but remember when we were at the comedy club, as soon as I'm telling you the story, what's the first thing you say? Oh no, because it probably was.
Right. No, no, no,
I'm
no.
like, girl, no.
Yep.
You went
I
immediately
made
into
an excuse immediately because that's what I do
defensive.
with red flags. That's what I do. Flag ain't red, it's fuchsia. And it makes your eye.
Okay. let's get to younger.
Okay.
Nah.
Because we're moving on. So understand that too. People and date them all. The energy and the effort and whatever the fuck I just did for Mr. 7 days, that's it. That's all the energy I have. So I say to him, look, don't call me, don't text me, we good. Because he started trying to change the parameters because he decides, we're not in a relationship, but I'm going to call you every day and I don't need to talk to you because I got other shit to do. So today's message was, you know what, give me some time. I'll be cordial and friendly with you later. I don't do that shit immediately. Like we just did something. So let me get over that. Then I'll be your friend later. I'm not
right or not.
Shit to do.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on. That's what we do next.
A friend tells me about another friend of his. A male friend tells me about a male friend of his. Of course, what do? We immediately go to somewhere to see what they look like. Pull up. I'm like, oh wow, he's really handsome, right? I was kind of scrolling through, who is he? What did he do? Then I'm like, okay, yeah, this kind of looks like my type, right? I think I sent a DM or something, and he said, "How do we know?" No, he said, where did we meet?" And I said, "We've never met." And he said, "How do we know each other?" And I said, "A mutual friend introduced me to you." And he said, "Oh, okay." It was a quick exchange and then quiet.
Okay.
Oh, okay, well, he's not interested. I ain't hurt. I ain't sensitive, right? Like, I think I'm phenomenal, but I'm not for everybody. So if they're not interested, I'm like, okay, I left it alone. He posted a picture maybe a month later, maybe longer. I have to look at my DM to see, but gorgeous picture. And I was like, oh, nice picture. Then we start the exchange, right? The exchange. So now it's back and forth, asking questions, interest. So I was like, I was working and I said, well, do you want to talk later today? And he was like, yes, send me your number. Send him the number. Went to yoga later on that night. We get on the phone, maybe 10 o'clock, talk till 5 a.m. Great conversation.
Beautiful. Love it.
Laughing, joking, fun. He can sing. He sang to me for like an hour. Okay, right. All this. Now but I pays attention because I don't get caught up. Like
that's right.
This one over here, she right.
Get caught up.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this is good. We have a discussion about age. I've never dated younger, right? It just never happened. I didn't have it.
Yesterday is younger. He's 10 years younger than I am. That's the one who bought the perfume on the first date.
Oh, you went back.
And then I expressed to him that there was this dessert that I wanted to try, and that dessert ended up at my front door. He's very attentive. He hears. He's 10 years younger than I am.
We love a good listener. So we have this great night, right? And going well. We're texting. Now we're on this trend of, hey, stranger, I text you, I called you, you didn't get my call, you didn't. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, hey, stranger.
Let me see if I'm tripping, first, right? So then I'm like, okay, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I'm like, it's going to be whatever it's going to be. I reached out one last time, and he doesn't reach back. So in my mind, I'm like, he's not interested. Like I just said, it's no love lost. Like it's no crime.
It was fun that night. Okay.
If I'm interested in you, I'm reaching out. Like I want you to know that I'm interested. I want to communicate. I want to
communication, people. That's what we're talking about. Like, why can't these men communicate? Use your words. Use your words. I don't want you. I want you. I like you. I don't like you. Use your words. We're grown.
I just want to fuck you. Whatever it is that you feel, you say it. Just whatever.
An opportunity to tell you, I just want to fuck you too.
If everybody could just get on the same page.
That's right? It.
Just the honesty of it all. So this is the crazy part. This one I actually like.
Actually, I like 7 whole days.
I'm not seeing any interest in return, and which is
Nope.
okay. It's
Yep.
fine. It doesn't
Okay.
have to go. It doesn't have to go anywhere. But that thing where you try to stay in the phone, I don't do that. Like,
Nope.
and then I didn't want to be petty and be like, oh, he's gonna he's gonna be 34 in June.
I got a kid older than that.
Samir is 20. Samir gonna be 28. But see, for me, the age didn't matter. That I
Now,
didn't even get.
my only fear was because a 31-year-old asked me out to dinner tonight,
Mhm.
and my fear is the 31-year-old will put it on me, and I'll be paying all his bills, be
Oh
paying his
hell,
child support, have him
and
drive my car and picking me up late.
let me tell you,
I can't do it. I'm scared to death.
I'm getting ready to be 49, and I ain't never let a dick that have me doing that. No
Either.
thanks.
But you ain't never messed with no 30 something either.
Listen, I don't care if he's 19.
I ain't doing it. That's
I'm
the
not
crazy
doing
part.
it.
Honesty is so mysterious. Just say it. I really respect the ones that say I'm looking just to chill, no commitment, just fun.
Yeah,
Fatima.
yes,
They,
see my
they
point,
can't do it.
baby.
I'm getting
Yes.
whole days, so many opportunities to say, I look, because I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
It's not even about being good. Like this one, I like. Like I haven't met a guy in a long time that was like, oh, this is like, he doesn't live here, so I like the long distance to
Right?
traveling. I love the excitement of that, but he's just not that into me.
Right. And what I'm not going to do is chase anyone. I'm certainly not going to do that. I'm not going to
I
push
don't
you.
know. I don't know enough about you to even chase you right
No,
now. I know
no,
you're cute and very smart. That's all I
that's it.
know.
That's it. And with me, I think I've been in a space for the past 10 days with someone whose arrogance just isn't even warranted. Um,
At least if you're gonna be arrogant, let's make sure your work represents itself.
right. So I need to share this for any
But
single
no, no. She
man.
said I'd be straight too. I'm like, how long is this supposed to last? So I can
Right. What? Folks,
right.
the only thing that impresses me, man, listen, I don't care about your car. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what you wear. I don't care about your Rolex. I don't care about your platform. The only thing that impresses me is homes. That's the only thing that gets a wow out of me. That is the only
Mhm.
thing, because it's an investment. If we're doing this right, it's legacy. It's for your children.
That's
Um,
true.
you've reached this point in your life, and
Mhm.
that's where you live. That is
Yeah,
where you retreat to. It is the
yeah,
only thing. So if you're in an apartment or you're renting a townhome and you drive some big body car and you wear Rolex and you got all this stuff, I am not impressed. I am not impressed. The only thing that impresses me, and it's not even impresses me, the only thing that gets a raised eyebrow
yeah,
is your home. And if you don't do that, like your arrogance is unwarranted because I'm already not impressed. I'm already not impressed.
Now
Uh,
something that some guy friends that I worked with told me. It really kind of hurt my feelings, even though I know they were saying it in love. They said, "Tim, you know why you don't have a man?" I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "Cause you're hard to impress." And I'm like, "That's not true." He's like, "No, you are." And I'm like, "No, I'm really not that hard to impress."
no,
Like,
I'm not hard to impress. You just ain't got shit to impress me.
but I think that's the point. It took me a while to understand, but I think that's the point. Sometimes maybe you've seen more,
Right.
which I would love to just take you and introduce you to more. Like I would love to be able to do
I
that.
would love to. But you're so cocky and arrogant that you're not even
Oh,
available for
oh, 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 one more. I had one return. This is
Rima.
Rima.
Arrogance cover for insecurities.
Hold on, no, I got to tell you, I had to rewind. I had one that tried to come back 2 days ago.
Which
He
who?
was.
Not walk in the park.
You remember walking the park? Yes.
What? Walk in the park came back again? Tina, did you give walk in the park some?
No, never. Ain't never gave him
Wait a minute,
nothing.
okay, so maybe you should. Maybe you should.
No, I should not. No, ma'am.
Walk in the park he is adamant. He
He
is
is,
relentless.
but I'm gonna tell
Tina,
you. No. Will I tell you this?
charity pussy is a thing.
No, no. I did that in my 30s. I don't do that in my 40s.
Oh, I feel sorry for you. Here you go.
No, listen, we were on the phone. And
No, walk in the park is back.
he always pressing with it. Let's do this. Let's, just come on.
Right.
That's annoying to me, right? So I said, every time you call me, it doesn't have to be to get me to the next stop. Like we could just talk. There's a million things happening in the world. We got Ukraine, the gas prices. I like just talk life, right?
Great.
So of course he starts with the Will Smith thing. So I'm like, I don't want to talk about that, but it's fine. Let's just that's we talk about that. We talk about a few things in some kind of way. I don't know how we got on
Tim said,
Ukraine.
"Don't give him that."
No, I'm not. Don't worry about that. I don't know how we got to something with racism in the military. Something came up, right? So he said, "Yeah, they always want to tell us to go back to Africa. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to Africa. Walk around, people walking around with a bunch of AK-47s. The children ain't eating. The animals running wild."
That's his impression of Africa.
I said, so I let him go, and I said, yes, I'm really shocked to hear you say that. I said, you know that there are parts of Africa that look like New York and LA, and I know I've been a few times, and maybe you never been, but even on on the Discovery Channel, they show you like,
Not the Discovery Channel.
I mean, because I'm thinking that's where his mind has, and he said, "Oh, really?"
Tina, maybe you should block Walk in the Park.
I'm gonna block him. Now that I've even repeated that story out loud, I need to. Like, no, sir, no. Like,
Where has Walk in the Park been out of the country?
never.
Okay, and Jamaica and Bahamas don't count.
He ain't even been there.
Wow.
Yeah. So no.
So for me, because I told somebody Shakia Anderson is scratching her head.
No, sir. Exactly.
Because when I decided, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm not going to see anyone else, I'm off the market, I text one person and said, yo, don't call me no more, don't text me no more, I'm seeing somebody. And my truth is, I told that to the person I was sick of any goddamn way, right? But there were two people that I was dating that I didn't have the conversation with. I just got quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just felt that, and so over the 10 days, because it's only been 10 days. When I said I was off the market, understand that I didn't put an ad in the paper.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have some banner ad on 90gq.com.
Right.
So the people that needed to know knew, and the people that didn't.
Yeah.
Because I am, like, we're talking about Data Mall. I am a single, available woman who was taking a chance on someone who decided, you know what, let's do this just between you and I. And that's what I did. And I was true to that, but not in such a way that I would cut off everything. So you guys know that a couple of weeks ago I went to dinner with a dude in Philadelphia, and I like him a lot. Oh, Tina, I like him. And no, that's the one that you said, can you hear yourself? Remember I was talking to you? So let me tell you guys what I said to Tina.
You talking about the one with the great job? Yeah.
So this is what I said to Tina. Like, this is the stuff that you guys don't hear. Like, when the cameras aren't rolling, we're not recording, I'm talking to Tina about this guy that I went to dinner with in Philadelphia. I told you guys. Amazing. I go to dinner with this guy in Philadelphia. I pull up to the meter because we had just gone through this whole parking thing. He comes over with his platinum Amex to pay the $1.25 parking, right? We like that. So already we know his credit's good. He's got a nice AG Mercedes. The world knows that I'm on the Kappa's most wanted list for whatever reason. Every man that I date is a Kappa. I don't know. They like thin, dark, apparently. So he's a Kappa. He's funny. He's smart. He owns his own business. And what I say to Tina the other day is,
this is when I was convinced you're not going to ever have a man. When you made this statement, I said,
ladies and gentlemen, this is what I say to Tina. I say, I like him. Like, he's interesting. He's funny. He's smart, but he works too hard. She was like, what? I said, he's always working. He works a lot. Like, he owns his own business, and he's like always working. And Tina said, can you hear yourself? My complaint.
Baby, them dinners ain't gonna pay back for themselves. Somebody gonna get the money, right?
So he is one that I didn't send that text message to because we good. And then after Tina asked me, could I hear myself? I heard myself. I was like, bitch, did you just say you don't want a motherfucker because he work hard?
I'm like, Lord, help my friend. Help my friend.
Say it ain't so. I ain't never going to have a man. So I called him the other day and he was like, hey, stranger. I'm like, hey. And then we have the 41-year-old who, and you guys know from following me that on our first date, he bought me a $200 bottle of perfume. First date, right? And then, so we went to lunch. He bought the $200 bottle of perfume. Then we went to dinner. Yeah. So we had a great time. Then we saw each other again. And we saw each other again. And he could have said all the shit that the other one said. Laid it down. Shut it down. You was knocked down. All that was true.
What happened was he got the situation mixed up.
I really did. So the other day, so I've been ignoring his calls because I was with 7 whole days. And I'm just ignoring calls. And I answered yesterday. And he goes, yo, how you just going just not talk to me no more? Where you been? Oh, work has been so...
No, I'm not going to let you say that. I'm not going to let you say that because that's a line that we need to be able to hold on to. Don't tell them. Don't tell them because that line works. I
can't tell y'all what I said to him because it is tried and true and always works. By the time I finished with that one, he was like, oh, can I give you a massage? Yes.
I'm back, baby. I'm back. Oh my God.
And I tell you, I mentioned to him about this dessert that I wanted, and the dessert just magic. Look, I live in a gated community with security, and on the gate called me and said, there's a delivery for you. I was like, what are you talking about? Send them through. I like deliveries. And this dessert showed up on my doorstep.
We love that. You know what guys would be shocked? I love flowers. Literally. If you could send me flowers every day, like, now don't send me a dozen roses because that gets boring, but lilies.
Yeah, oh, that's my favorite. Crimson is my favorite flower.
Lilies, the African firebird.
Wait a minute. Let me show you something.
Okay, let me see.
This is my wedding bouquet.
So pretty. I love calla lilies.
Calla lilies, favorite.
Yeah, like you could send me flowers 7 days a week for a year, and I would never get tired.
What? You can go to Safeway and buy me a bouquet of flowers from Safeway. I love flowers. It's the thought.
It's the gesture. Yeah, all of those things are good. So I think sometimes it gets. I don't know what guys are thinking because obviously I'm not a guy, so I can't think.
I don't know what they're thinking either.
Yeah, but it's just, to me, it seems simple. I like you, you like me. We get to know each other, see if it works. If it doesn't, God bless. Good night. Like,
good night.
Why why has it gotten so complicated?
I don't know.
Like,
I think men don't believe that they can tell the truth. It,
they
men, we are here
can.
to tell you this is about communication and commitment.
Yes.
Tell the truth.
Tell me
Because
what you need. What are you
really
looking
say,
for?
you can really say, you know what, you cute, you sexy motherfucker, and I just want to fuck. You can say that. You can, I promise you.
And you know
And
what?
the response is going to either be, okay, or, oh my God, she's going to talk to me that way. What?
I wouldn't even say, "Oh my gosh, don't talk to me that way,"
I
because
wouldn't either. Because I'd probably be like, let's go.
if it's a guy that I'm not interested in, being
Oh,
physical with, right? I think about like,
our friend is back.
oh
Thanks.
wait,
Hey, men
men
love
love
women.
men
You know,
who can
ultimate
cultivate
romance is
romance.
the
It's the
ultimate
ultimate
aphrodisiac.
aphrodisiac. I agree with that.
I
But
agree.
however, I need something in return. Like
Something.
I'm a huge giver, right? So
Me too.
I'm the girl that want to surprise you on trips and gifts. Like that's just in my nick. If you mention something on the phone and I can get it, I'm trying to have it secretly delivered. Like I'm that.
So I'm glad you said that because 7 whole days birthday is in a few days, and I bought a $400 bottle of cologne.
You want me to buy from you so I can send it to my new friend?
Yeah,
Right. Well, tell me what it is. Let me see if you
yeah.
wear it.
That's that damn Creed
Mm, I
Aventus.
love
Creed Aventus. Four
I
hundred
love
and twenty
cream.
dollars, and I bought that for his birthday. His birthday's next week. But however,
I'll cash app you. You can send
I
it to me.
I don't return anything, but I'll return this shit. We ain't doing that. Nah.
No, for what? Like you already showed us. You just
Because
showed us
you make a whole
everything.
decision with all your words that this is not what you want to do.
So I just want to say that the new person I really like.
Okay, so are we gonna keep doing this?
No, I can't because he doesn't talk to me. Like I need to be top of mind. I'm not used. I don't know.
Okay, I'm so glad you said that because 7 whole days, ladies and gentlemen, I like 7 whole days. And when I said to 7 whole days, it's all or nothing. Although I have the capacity, the wherewithal to date them all and leave people where they are, I really liked 7 whole days. And with 7 whole days, we made a decision that this is what we're going to do. And then he decided mid game that he didn't want to do that. So for me, it is, oh, he's an Aries. Yep. Yep. That's why I talked all that shit. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm,
Absolutely. So
mm-hmm.
for me, I told Mr. Aries that it's all or nothing. And ladies, understand that you can set the parameters however you want, what is comfortable for you. So with me and this person, I said it's all or nothing.
Yeah, and
And
I feel like I'm that way with every guy. That's a potential date, like a
so I
potential
haven't
boy,
had you,
because I don't need any new friends. Like
nope.
I'm not
Thank
searching to
you.
find.
I don't
I
need
don't
nobody
need
to be chatting with on the phone.
no. I don't need any new
I don't need no
friends.
text buddy.
I don't need no text buddy. I don't need nobody to talk to on the phone. I don't even need a dick buddy. I
Nope.
got that
I
secure.
got that.
But if I want to be involved in a relationship, I'm fully present. And I'm not, I'm not,
100%.
I'm not settling for anybody who's not now not fully present to run down the aisle. I
No,
ain't
no, no, no,
ready to
no.
run
Let's not talk about
fully
that.
present into being into a dating
Committed,
situation.
monogamous relationship. I can do that. I didn't even know I wanted that until I met him. You know, everybody watching knows I wasn't trying to be nobody's girlfriend. Like they
And
start talking about
then, and
rules and
then
skills. I'm heading for the hills.
and then here's the other side of it. So I practice a lot of yoga. Yoga has a different meaning for me than people who don't practice yoga, or maybe people who follow me. So I know you're gonna see a picture on Instagram.
Like that's a flexible motherfucker. I'm gonna hit that.
And so I'm like, thank you so much. God bless you. Hope you're having an amazing day. These are my responses, right?
Right?
And then the guy that I like that I didn't hear from at all yesterday, I didn't hear from him Friday night either. He was supposed to call me back Friday night. Now today
What
he's
is
like,
that? What is that?
yeah, today he's like, your pictures have me in a good mood. I bet they do. My legs are spread wide open. They probably do have me in a good mood. Like,
Back behind my head.
they had me in in a good mood. I took the damn picture. So yeah, I was in a good mood, but it gets confusing because there's a part of us that's like, this is all me. And when you get me, you get all of me. You get the loving me, the attentive me, the caring me, the gift buying me, the nurturer, the build a dream me. Like, you're gonna get all of that. And so because I know that's what I give, I can't really settle into anything until you give me something. And if you're not just giving me basic consistent communication, well, I mean, it's we back. We're not even. I'm not even present because I don't need any new friends.
Nope.
I have good friends.
That's where I am with him. So my last communication with him today was, give me some time. Give me some time.
Before you say something else, this is why I love our conversations because we're so different, right? Don't give me time. By the time you get back to me, I'm already gone.
No, so I'm going to be gone. That's what I know. You give me some time, I'm gone. you might read something different, but what I said was, give me some time to get over it, you, us, whatever that was supposed to be, and then I can be friendly and amicable and cordial.
Oh, right. For the friendship part. Yeah.
Right. So you don't talk on Monday and be buddies on Wednesday.
No. That only works if we're in a relationship.
Right.
Right. Because we're not in a
We're not.
The makeup sex doesn't really work.
No. And we already talked about that. I don't do the break up, get back together, break up, get back together. So go on, sit back and cry more.
No. Get out of here.
What you know is that I am perfect for you, right? And because I don't give in to your every whim, that is challenging for you. And I'm never going to be that person. However, I am big on mutual respect. I am big on boundaries. Look, communication. If you communicate to me your likes, your dislikes, and your expectations,
I got you.
Baby, I got you.
You got no problems out of me. I'm on it.
What? Your likes, your dislikes, your expectations, I'm good. But if you want to jump out the bushes because I've done something against your rules that we haven't discussed, we have a problem.
Okay, wait, before we get cut off, I just want to go back to our fun night out because please tell them the part again how I'm the wild child. I'm twerking. I'm living my best life.
It is me. It is not me. The world will think that I am
watching my purse. I'm like, girl, watch my purse. Watch my purse and my phone now. I'm about to be out here.
That was her. I am watching purses. I'm on. Where Tina?
I'm going. Let's go.
Tina, Tina all over the place. I'm like, where's Tina? Don't let her bag out of my sight. So good.
You got a boyfriend and I don't. I'm like, girl, watch out now. Watch out. Let me get out here.
DM that 30-year-old we was with though. He liked the picture.
Oh, he liked more than a picture.
Lord have mercy.
All that is a text, baby. That thing could be together tomorrow.
Yeah, I might slide them DMs tonight. Being as though I'm single, free as a bird.
Because it's fun.
Yeah,
you
absolutely. We are rapidly approaching the summer.
Yeah, I am feeling that I'm gonna be single this summer.
I'm gonna be single this summer. Yeah, I would love a travel companion. I would love someone that we jumping on planes and going. And that doesn't look like it's in. So I text the person I was dating when we saw you in July. I texted her yesterday because we text often. Okay. And usually I text and then it turns into this whole thing. But yesterday I text and it didn't turn into a whole thing. It was like really short. I was like, even that motherfucker done seen this podcast.
Or he didn't got somebody else.
My girlfriend. Yeah. So best wishes to you, sir.
We love you to move on. I told you to move on.
Absolutely. Because I wasn't the one. I wasn't the one. And I'm okay with that. It is 9:30. I don't know where. Okay. I was like, where's the sound bar? So if you are here tonight, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is Erica Alston Buck on YouTube. Share our podcast each and every week. We are here every Sunday at 8:30. I am Erica Alston Buck, and that's my beautiful co-host Tina DeVoe, and we are here because we are dating them all, sis. This week we talked about communication and commitment, and we'll have another update for you next Sunday because we are sharing our real life experiences with these men that's for the streets. We'll see you next time, Sundays, 8:30.